So I did it. I bought into the hype of Surging Sparks and I pre ordered Surging Sparks booster boxes. So you might be wondering, how much did you pay for your Surging Sparks booster boxes? I will tell you, but you will have to wait because I want to first explain why I didn't buy these booster boxes earlier and why I'm now deciding to buy these at the moment at these inflated prices. So, Surging Sparks in the beginning, when these were readily available for $100, $600 for a case, I didn't buy in. And the reason for that is because the whole set wasn't released at the time that, those prices were available. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand that. So, I wanted to wait to see the whole set before putting my money up and pre-ordering for Surging Sparks because there's a lot of hype, right? There's a lot of hype already for the set at the time, even with half the set released. And with all this hype and only half the set being released, I'm like, I don't really want to buy into it because there's a lot of people creating all this drama when we don't even know what's in the set. Now, the first video I think I made of Surging Sparks, I think I even said it, that even with only half the set being released, I still think this is a half decent set. But honestly, I don't really pre-order that much. And when I do decide to pre-order, I make sure that it's going to be a good buy because I'm not trying to put my money up for something months ahead for it to just be a okay set. Look at Paradox Rift, it really hasn't done anything. Look at Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown right now isn't that popular. You could have easily pre-ordered those for $100 a booster box. Right now they're pretty much the same. There's just not that much going for it. Long term, obviously those are going to do fine, but just the value of my money, my time, like I don't want to pre-order and something months ahead for it to just be okay. And hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from, but that's my reasoning why I didn't pre-order these at the time they were $100. This is because I wanted to see the whole set to make sure that I was putting my money up for good things. But with all the hype around Surging Sparks and when people were hearing that Surging Sparks booster boxes weren't being printed as much as other sets, all this combined, we see these inflated prices. But yeah, that's my reasoning. That's why I didn't buy them at that price. So hopefully, I get a lot of comments on these videos whenever I talk about Surging Sparks, why I didn't buy it at that price. That's my reasoning. So hopefully it answers your questions and hopefully you understand my perspective on that. But now, I want to talk about why I decided to buy into Surging Sparks. So, initially, even in my last video, I asked you guys, should I buy these Surging Sparks booster boxes even at these prices? A lot of you said yes. Some of you guys said no because you wanted to wait on the sidelines and not, buy into the hype, which I totally understand. But here's why I decided to just go for it and buy these booster boxes. Objectively, Surging Sparks is a very good set. Objectively, not even with any of the hype. If you look at the cards, this is a very good set. So it's just, I don't care about the hype. I just know this is a good set. So in the illustration rares, I think the most expensive card is going to be the Latios, just in my opinion. There's some other nice artworks as well. I really like this Med Spirit and also this Feel. I think they're pretty cool, but definitely this is going to be an expensive card in my opinion. We go to the full arts. No one really cares about full arts, or at least I don't. You can see that the full art supporters. We know these are probably going to be decently expensive. We know why. SARs, the Pokemon, Milotic, Pikachu, Latios, these are all going to probably be pretty expensive. And also it has SAR supporters, you can see here. And also has a gold Pikachu. So just objectively, this is a very good set, just besides the hype. And when you take into account, with the hype and the short amount of supply, I guess, of these Surging Sparks booster boxes, I just knew that if I didn't buy into these booster boxes and get my position into them, I honestly didn't buy that many. I'll tell you how much and all that stuff later. I just knew I was going to regret it. It's like a feeling. And I know there's all this hype and stuff, but I just have a feeling I'm going to regret it if I don't buy in right now. So I decided to buy in. And obviously, that's kind of FOMO. And I totally understand people out there that don't want to buy into these inflated prices. 100% understand. Because there's a lot of people out there causing FOMO. And I don't really like that whole thing. But think about it this way. If you are on a budget, I'm on a budget to be honest, and you don't want to pay like $30 more per booster box than what you really had to like a month ago, because they were like a month ago like only $100 each, there's going to be sets in the future that you can buy. This is kind of just a learning lesson, I guess from now on. It looks like they're not printing a ton of booster boxes, which is very weird, especially, can't Pokemon see all the hype? Like, why are they like short printing these things? I wouldn't even really call it short printing. Maybe it's just a ton of demand, but hopefully in the future, with these other sets, the Gym Hero set, the Eevee sets, whatever, just this is a learning lesson. Just pre-order because we know those sets are probably going to be at least half decent with all the hype. Those ones probably just pre-order well ahead of time. That's just my opinion because we can see here what has happened. These sets can go absolutely crazy on pre-order. So now after talking about this whole reason why I bought them, now I'll tell you how much I bought and how much I bought my booster boxes for. And honestly, I didn't buy that many because I'm on somewhat of a budget, but you actually might be kind of surprised of how much I paid for them. But before I tell you that, I just want to show you guys how much I guess you could buy these for right now. So Surging Sparks booster boxes on TCG Player, the market price is $125. And honestly, when you really think about it, that's about like $20, $25 more per booster box. So even at 100, like 100 is very cheap. 125 honestly isn't that crazy, but still it's a pre-order, so it is kind of expensive, but you can get them still pretty readily available for around $125, $130 on TCG Player and on eBay. Similar thing, it's like $130 is like the cheapest. You can get a case. This is from the Pete Football Guide. You can get them for, I think I did the math, it was like 126 per booster box. It's around 125, 130 you're going to get pretty much anywhere. That's basically the cheapest you're going to get them now. And if you want to buy the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box of Surging Sparks, they're still available, which I'm kind of surprised, but maybe not. Because Surging Sparks, it just has a lot of hype, so I thought these would be gone by now, but they're still here. But Surging Sparks is a main set, and that's something you got to understand with these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, is that, with Surging Sparks, even with all the hype, it's possible this will, when it goes out of stock, it could skyrocket. It's very possible. But this is not like a 151 situation. I want to put that out there. 151 is a specialty set. There's no booster boxes. Surging Sparks is not a specialty set. It's a main set. So booster boxes are basically like the top premium product, at least in my opinion. So these will definitely, I think, do very well, especially with Surging Sparks, the hype, and the cards inside are very good. 100%, this is still a good buy. And if you're on a budget and you don't have the money for a booster box, this is 100% still a very good item to pick up. But this is not going to be like a 151 situation where we see them at like $200, like $40 now for Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box within like just a little bit over a year. Like, that's probably not going to happen with these, but you don't really need that to happen. This is still a very good long-term play, but it's just you gotta remember, this is a main set. I mean, we see Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. I think they're still available on the Pokemon Center website. I mean, there's some still Sword and Shield Elite Trainer boxes on the Pokemon Center website. Like, there's other sets like Paldea Evolve. Yeah, those Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes aren't available. We'll see, when these go out of stock or whatever. But I'm still kind of surprised with all the hype that these are still available. Especially because I feel like with the inflated prices of booster boxes, maybe people are more enticed to buy just Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. But yeah, they're still here. So if you want them, they're still here. And if you don't want to buy into the booster boxes because they're more expensive, this is definitely still a good play in my opinion. Still would really hope or really wish that the promo was a Pikachu and not a Magneton. I know some of you guys commented saying that it was the artist that made the Giratina and Magikarp. Like, I knew that already. But even with just, like, I don't know if that's like another part of this whole investing hobby I don't know of, that people specifically want to collect cards from specific artists. I don't know if that's a thing or not. But personally, I already kind of knew that because I heard from places. But it doesn't really affect it. I wish there was a Pikachu. Like, why is there a Pikachu on the box but the promo's a Magneton? Like, how does that make any sense? Like, can someone out there just... I know some people like the Magneton card, but someone please explain to me why. Like, I know this is like a electric like themed set. Maybe that's why it's a Magneton, but Pikachu's on the box. Like, why didn't they just make the Pikachu the card? I don't know. But anyways, now getting back to what I was going to tell you guys. How much did I buy and how much did I pay for my booster boxes? You're going to be kind of surprised. So, I'm on a budget right now. I only picked up a case, okay? Like, I know some people out there are going absolutely crazy. I see people online buying, they're saying, like, yeah, I'm going in, like, crazy on this set. I'm buying a ton. But, like, this is, like, the FOMO stuff I don't like. There's plenty of other good sets that are going to come out in the future. Don't over-invest to the point where you're going to have no money in the future for other good sets. Even still, like, I've said this before, I think you could probably, short-term play the Surging Sparks booster boxes because of the supply and hype. I wouldn't be surprised if, if a reprint comes in the future, that, before, the reprint comes, I wouldn't be surprised if these would go up to like $200. And I'm just speculating here. But look at Twilight Masquerade. I mean, it's 6 months old. It's at $170. With this much, Surging Sparks hype, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but I just really wouldn't be surprised. So maybe if you want to overinvest a little bit to maybe, sell some short term and keep the rest, sure. But yeah, that's just something that you probably could do with this set. But I guess that's kind of besides the point. But okay, going back to what I was saying. Surging Sparks, how many did I buy? So I bought a case, and for each booster box, I paid, after tax and shipping and everything, I paid $113. And honestly, that's not even an inflated price I really paid because I was able to find a very good deal. That deal is no longer available, just to tell you guys. So if you're going to ask me, where'd you pick that up from? The deal's gone. So I was able to get it at that price. I think that's very good. That's honestly, like I said, not even really inflated. So I just got a good deal. I would have bought more, but just money wise and stuff, just picked up a case, and I'm at least happy I at least got a small position because I know I was going to regret it if I didn't pick any up. So I was happy I was able to find a good deal and I got some. But definitely, if you're on a budget and you're thinking about buying to the hype or whatever, I think it'll perform well. But at the same time, with these inflated prices, and if you're scared, there's plenty of good sets going to come in the future. But this is definitely a very good one that I didn't want to miss out on. So I did pre-order some booster boxes, and honestly, I'm very happy I did because I don't know. I have a feeling, even besides all the hype, that this is going to be a very good set, and the hype is definitely just going to inflate it even more. So that's kind of all I had to say about Surging Sparks, and this will probably be the last video about Surging Sparks, or a video where I talk about Surging Sparks before it gets released. I definitely make videos, when the set gets released, when the date comes. I think it's November 8th or something like that. So when that date comes and we see all the prices of the cards and everything going on, definitely I'll make another video about Surging Sparks, unless we see some crazy skyrocketing of Surging Sparks booster boxes again, maybe just before the set comes out. But other than that, there's really not much else to say about Surging Sparks. I mean, this is a very good set. And also, one thing I wanted to bring up here is how expensive, and this is something, if you're watching to this point of the video, I want you guys to comment your opinions on this. So the Greninja card from Twilight Masquerade, I think, is still at like $270, $300, something around there. That's the most expensive card from the Scarlet Violet era. Do you think any of these SAR Pokemon cards can actually surpass that? The Pikachu, the Milotic, or Latios, I think those would probably have the best chance. Particularly, I think the Pikachu and Milotic. Tell me in the comments below if you think which card has the potential to possibly surpass the Greninja card. Because honestly, in the Scarlet Violet era, no card has really gotten to that point. Really, I mean, I think the Charizard is probably close. Like, now that I thought about it, like I'm thinking about it, I think the Charizard is probably pretty close to that Greninja card because of the 151 hype. But let me know. Do you think which card is going to be possibly the one to surpass them? I think that's kind of interesting to think about, because with Stellar Crown, and Paradox Rift, Temporal, they don't really have any like top chase cards. Really, the Greninja card was like the crazy one, and now 151 with the Charizard. But other than that, like there really was no like super crazy expensive card other than the Greninja. But now with this set, with the hype, the Pikachu, I mean, we'll see what happens. So let me know down in the comments. Comment down below what you think is going to happen. What's going to be the most expensive card? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. Just want to let you guys know that I did pick up some Surging Sparks booster boxes, and I'm pretty happy at the price I got them for. And yeah, that's all I had to say today. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.